All right, I'm live now officially. Ooh, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while.
It has felt like it, yeah.
I should have seen you now. Yeah. Beautiful. I fixed my monitor.
How far did you get into Jujutsu Kaisen, Eric?
I got to chapter 108,
108.
110, and 108. I haven't seen somewhere.
Damn. Yeah, you're getting to the good parts, man.
Yeah, it's getting good. Like, I'm saving the rest of it just for this weekend, but I'll probably finish or get completely caught up. Like, the right word. This is a lot easier to binge JoJo's.
Yeah, it's definitely bingeable for sure. I think the Shibuya arc is probably like I don't think it's taken my favorite shonen of all time yet, but I think it might be my favorite shonen arc of all time. Yeah, like there's so many twists and shit that happen in it.
And this next part is, at least the way it's building up, it's Utah looks like it's gonna be fucking.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think the little hints we've had because we haven't really started the next arc yet. I mean, we're kind of like the transition right now from the Shibuya arc to the next arc, but they like he's lined it up to be kind of like, in my opinion, like a Hunter x Hunter style arc where it's gonna be like I don't know, like games and whatnot. And there's like a lot of like terms and shit that they're gonna have to follow and like rules. It's kind of cool.
Ah, I'm so glad you're reading Legendary, so we talk about it.
Yeah. I finally have time to. JoJo's took up so much of my freaking time to read all of that. Like, especially part seven, which I think part seven might be the best mangas I've ever read. My part seven, it really lives up to the hype.
Right. More so than Stone Ocean.
This is my thing. With Steel Ball Run and Stone Ocean. Stone Ocean has some of my favorite parts in JoJo's. Like, there's like favorite 10 minus,
Mm-hmm.
but part seven, all of it finest. Every single not skippable. And my
Gotcha.
biggest issue with Stone Ocean, there's a good like 30, 40 chapters, 60 insanely long chapters of Stone Ocean that I could just get breaking cut from the end.
Yeah, I feel
And that's
that.
my biggest issue with Stone. There's just like it went on for like JoJo's had an issue. Parts just JoJo's Stone Ocean. It really has chunks where I'm just like when are we gonna get out of this place? Or I feel find
Right,
a
right.
way to get out of this fucking prison.
There's a
And
lot of
then
fluff, yeah.
yeah, a lot of fluff. And in the anime, if they cut that out, I think it could make the anime like really, really, really. I actually kind of hope they cut out a lot of that in the anime. Not the really good parts, but just a lot of the extra arcs, like chapters that are forgettable.
Right. Makes sense.
I have a question that still hurt in JoJo. I saw that although it only has 95 chapters, they're so full of pages that double the content.
Well, there are some chapters in Steel Ball Run that are like 60, 70, like really freaking. I would say Stone much long. Stone
Mm.
Ocean, I mean, Ball Run. Steel Ball Run has some long. These chapters not only a good like chapter.
Right.
Right. Stone Ocean, it's like you want to keep reading, like knowing more chapters better than more.
I will say that Stone Ocean, I think, has really good stands. Like, I think Weather Report is by far my favorite stand user.
Weather
I'm
report guy. Weather
I'm a little
report.
confused with it. Like, what is it? Okay, so I understand the weather part of this. I don't get the frogs and the snails.
I don't think you're to the part where they explain it yet.
Yeah, that's when he gets all tricky.
Yeah, he starts. They explain it kind of at the end of the heavy weather part. Like, have you had the flashback yet?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
saw that it was so fucking weird how he was dating his sister.
Yeah.
No, it was his sister.
Yeah, so you get like they kind of talk about how his stand works after that part.
I was like right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I literally just read that part today. Like I was reading it this morning. I got up to like 141 or 140, so I'm like right where Sea Moon gets introduced.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not that far ahead of me.
Not that far ahead.
I just JoJo. After I do Jujutsu Kaisen, I think I'm gonna get caught up on. I'm curious to see what that is. That's
Right.
like
For
part eight. So I think like 3/4 of the way done.
So it's probably like 130 chapters.
Yes, yes.
the grind to read JoJo.
It is a grind.
It's like 'cause there's so much freaking information in each chapter. Like I actually looked more into JoJo's and how well written it is, and how much Araki into his writing and characters and their personalities, and it's pretty insane. There's a whole video about it and like about how much he like puts into their character and actually into the, especially for parts. Like, and he's able to do that because he's so rich and like famous. He can just be like, oh, I can release a chapter once every 4 months. Yeah.
Right. It's crazy though, like to have that kind of release schedule, but like still have so much of like a database of like content for people to binge.
No, I know that is the like have, especially the manga creator, to already have so much fame,
Right.
notoriety that you can write your chapters and be like,
Yeah. Which I was kind of hoping that like Togashi would get to that point with Hunter x Hunter, but it's like, all right, man, how long are you gonna be on hiatus for? I mean, you clearly have the renown to just release it whenever you want at this point, but you can't just go years without anything.
yeah, really, it's I would say about that because he can do what he wants, but at least finish it though. At least
Yeah.
before whatever thing happens to Utagashi.
Yeah. It's a George R. R. Martin situation going on.
Yeah.
After we finish JoJo parts, only to pick up Chainsaw Man. I only binge that as I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up Haikyu. I got a long.
I mean,
Yeah, the
Already-
Chainsaw Man volumes are selling out everywhere, and like people are reselling them for like $90 for like 2 volumes. It's crazy. I hate when people do that.
But Evil Money remake.
I know. It's like, I mean, the thing is, it's not out of print, so like, I don't get like why people are willing to fork out $80 for volumes that you can go get at the store for $9 pop.
But hey, their money, man.
It is. The end for sad but true.
Tell somebody money.
All right.
Yeah. So I just got my girlfriend onto JoJo. She's on part 3 right now. We unfortunately watched the movies for part 1 through 3, and honestly, it was literally just like watching anime. Like it had all the content from the animes in the movies.
I didn't even know they had movies.
Yeah, it's like a re-edit.
Kind of like what they did with Berserk.
Yeah, Berserk, Evangelion.
Yeah. Still haven't watched Avon yet.
ooh, Avon, you need to watch it.
Full
You
Metal
can't watch the movies, honestly.
Brotherhood and Ava. I haven't watched either yet.
That's some classic stories. Watch.
I know, man. It's hey, we're still waiting for you to catch up on One Piece.
Oh yeah, One Piece.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I didn't catch up on. Catch up on.
Yeah, but you're up to the Wano arc, right?
I am, but like, there's so much shit that happened. Like,
Yeah, I mean, there's already like over 100 episodes of Wano. I feel like.
I might just skip it. I might just skip the unnecessary episodes because I feel like they just always go on some side island that's not important,
Yeah.
and they just meet new people and they just leave the people like they always fucking do. So I'm just like, fuck it. I'm gonna go like in my plan right now, and I don't know if I should, but I might just skip to the important parts that the key parts of One Piece that actually play a role in the story, and just watch those parts. Because watching just like a shit ton of side stories, and people don't want to call them fillers, but in a way they are fillers just to draw out the story.
kind of
Yeah.
hard.
It's hard to like. I don't know what you would skip though. Is the hard part. Like I mean, I'm sure somebody's probably like come up with like every episode you could skip, but I can't
Like
think
they
of
have
it.
for Naruto, like what those are mostly filler episodes, mostly art and mostly canon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They had that for Gintama too, for all the ones that are serious. Those.
Gintama is like
Yeah.
one series that I've never had like interest in starting. I don't know why.
I mean, I want to start getting Tama. I just don't know when and how. Whether I should read the manga.
Yeah.
It's an interesting series. Sometimes it's pretty damn funny, and then other times there's episodes that are just like, yeah, that's all right. It's not wasn't that funny. It was just kind of stupid. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden you get hit with like real seriousness, like the actually really cool episodes and small arcs that are just awesome. And then then after it's done, you're like, I kind of wish the rest of the series was like this more. There's like 80% of it's just goofing around.
All right.
Because when it's serious, it's actually really good. And then it just goes back to like just being goofy.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. How much they shit on Shonen is really that's probably my favorite part of getting paid. While being a Shonen.
Yeah, there's a lot to be thrown, a lot of shade to be thrown for shonens.
Yeah, and Gintama goes hard. Like they really, it's hilarious. That's probably my favorite part of Gintama.
Yeah.
So we need to know, Eric. We need to know what exactly was going through your mind when you're reading Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm pretty sure you passed the flashback arc. Are you able to? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's to the Shibuya arc now.
Yeah, and I finished the anime. Was going through my mind. Let's see, what was like 3 or 4 in the morning. It was like 2 energy drinks. I was just reading it and I was like, okay, this is it kind of happening next arc. I was like, what the fuck? Damn, they did like within like 1 or 2 chapters, it just hit that hard. Like I
Yeah.
was like, this person died, this depressing thing happened, all this stuff. Like within just like these pretty fairly not small chapters, but after reading
Yeah.
JoJo's anything, and I was like, damn, they just like it didn't feel rushed either, which is really cool because sometimes when they just hit you with crazy shit like that, you're like, oh, that was kind of rushed, or like they just want to like stress off, but like it was paced extremely well. Like it happened at the right moment. I really love the character progression, especially in their fighting progression is really cool. I love how much stronger and more skilled and smarter they're getting. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like it's plot armor. It seems like the characters are actually making development and learning their abilities and growing as individuals. It doesn't feel like it's just the plot making.
Right. Yeah, I think you can tell that especially with Yuji, and honestly, you haven't really got to Megumi's parts in Shibuya arc, but like throughout that arc, they all just have so many experiences that they go through, but like it's like it all happens in like a course of a day basically, but from fight to fight, you can just see like how much they've grown and just like evolved. It's like leaps and bounds. It's nuts.
I'm not gonna lie. What's her name? What's the girl's name where she used the hammer and
Kuga,
it's like the soccer of the series?
Kugasaki,
Yeah. So
no
I feel
bar.
like they've done her so much more dirty than Naruto has ever done Sakura. The Shibuya arc. I felt bad for her. Like I'm not sure if you got to the part yet, Eric, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Con?
Yeah, I think so.
What happened to her face?
Oh yeah.
That was pretty.
Right. But I mean, I don't know. I love when series are willing to do that. Like, I feel like most series, they're like, when you have, people, you don't want to put them into bad situations or put them into like, you know, anything that's like questionable. And it's like, in this series, I feel like it's kind of like a situation where you don't know what's going to happen to anybody at any time. Like, you could go get maimed, you could go get seriously injured, you could lose a limb or something. Like anybody is at risk of anything.
It's very.
And I think that's another reason why I like Demon Slayer.
Yeah, it's in that one as well.
They don't really care who gets injured or gets killed.
Right.
Not gonna say who died.
Yeah, but it's not filled with plot arm. Other
Right. Yeah, like other animes, I mean, I'm always a fan of like the kind of like the senpais, like the older like educators that come in and they're so powerful, but I feel like shonens of the past typically they'll have these characters come in and they're like, "Oh my god, like everybody's going to love him. We're just going to like keep him around forever or like keep her around forever because they're so badass and the fans freak out." But like new shonens like Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer, I feel like it's almost more impactful if you have somebody come on and they're like so badass, but then they like lose or they die or something. And I don't know. It's crazy.
No, that's way. I agree. I agree.
But like, I went in.
Right. Like Kite, when Kite, his whole situation, that was like, I know I'm a Kite fanboy, but like that was just so unexpected. I was like, what the fuck? Come on. And then like to go through everything to try to save him, and then you get there and you realize you can't save him. It's like even more so. But when they bring him back, then it's kind of like, we're back to plot armor.
Yeah. But speaking of so about since you guys read Hunter x Hunter, right? I'm curious. Does Gon ever get his what do you call his power back, or is he just powerless for like the rest of what's left of Hunter x Hunter?
mm, you kind of don't know.
Don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's not finished yet, so you kind of like I'll say the final arc, the last 3 volumes of the series takes place from Kurapika's perspective, for the most part. So it's not really like you just don't really know what's going on with Gon. But in my opinion, it I kind of think that it might be left as like Gon doesn't get his Nen abilities back because to me it seemed like the whole series kind of followed Gon and Kurapika's storylines, in my opinion. Like Gon trying to find his dad and Kurapika trying to avenge his clan. And I feel like we've kind of now, when he meets his dad at the end of the anime, we kind of ended that story in a sense. Like his adventure is completed, and now I feel like we're kind of segueing into like finishing Kurapika's storyline. So I could kind of see that being like how he wraps up the series. You guys should finish reading
So
the manga though if you haven't, because the last 3 volumes are nuts.
okay, so you would say there's about 3 volumes, about what 30 chapters
There's
around there.
I think the anime ends at volume 33, and then the manga continues up to volume 36, and then there's another like 10 to 15 chapters that aren't published into a volume yet.
So I'm curious though, would you consider JoJo?
I don't know what is technically. It might be a signing.
Was a shonen? No, I guess it's still well. I have the JoJo's manga.
Oh, it does. Oh
Yeah,
wait, I didn't even know Shonen. Shonen. So Shonen is the publisher for those too.
and I'm surprised because like it's really not like any
Right. Yeah, it's very unique.
like I think it's just even at first like the first parts of JoJo or like in the it still felt I don't know, it felt different. I think like JoJo's got so big from that it became a I don't know if they were releasing chapters every he does that.
Yeah, it's like, all right, you just give us what you got when you get it. Okay. Creativity.
I just remembered. So you said that Berserk has movies.
Yeah. Yeah, they released movies in like 2016, I think, 2015, around there. And it's just a recap of kind of like the Golden Age arc. So it's like you have the original 90s anime, and then you have 3 movies that they made that are kind of just like a modern adaptation of it. It's still kind of like shitty CGI, but it's not as bad as the 2016, the second season of Berserk, or third
So the
season.
movies don't touch ads.
Yeah, no, they just cover the same stuff. But if you want to watch more Berserk, you can watch the new seasons. They just are trash.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to say I think the first Berserk movie wasn't that bad, but just after that they got progressively worse and worse.
Yeah.
Mm.
Have you seen the second season, Eric?
No,
Oh, dude, those are bad.
I
Those are probably the worst CG I've ever seen in my life.
saw the animation. I'm like, no,
Yeah,
especially a manga with that rate of anim, like, rate of animation.
yeah,
Doing that was a fucking disgrace. Like,
yeah. Yeah, it's. I need to finish my Berserk manga. I only have up to 23. To get the last 17 at some point.
start getting.
Yeah, I think they have out to 6 now.
I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be 18 volumes.
I mean, I'm really plotting on like okay, so how should I go about doing them all? Should I just ask Instagram followers what manga to buy or just randomly pick?
When I do mine, I mean I've done stuff in the past, like my last shopping vlog, I had people choose in my story poll just because it was like interactive. But I mean every other one I've done, I just buy whatever I want to buy and then I just make a video of what I bought.
Okay.
Speaking of that, I have to make that at some point soon.
I really want to get into the manga.
Ah, I like being in the manga scene, but like I'm slowly trying to wean myself out of it, or not out of it completely, but not having like my channel be just that, because now it's like my content is kind of reliant on me spending money, which I don't like.
Oh yeah.
Like I got up to 500 and around there by like doing some manga videos, but mostly just like my analysis and weekly chapter reviews. But now it's like to a point where like most of my viewers are just manga community fans, which is fine and all, but
Yeah.
kind of like trap yourself in a corner.
It's I know how that feels, man.
Hmm.
I'm trying to do more. I would definitely have some more JoJo's and some other manga and content, but I like to just try to do a bunch of different, as many different things as I can, switch things up. But then there's always something that more people want to see than something else, or you want to do
Yeah,
that, and eventually you get burnt out on like all the time, and
yeah.
that's hard, man.
It is, especially since I'm getting so busy at work. Like I really only have time to do like my one Sunday video.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I can do like one, like yeah. I mean, I'm trying to make like try to get back to at least 2 videos a week, and
It's
it's just
tough. It's tough, man. So I like doing these like lifestyle kind of vlog videos. They're just so much so much more natural, and you don't have to just sit there like writing a script and like coming up with stuff to say. Like you do real life stuff.
Those are fun. I want to do some. Me and my friend Zach like got in a fursuit, fuck around.
Yeah, like that's fun, and it's fun to make.
Yeah.
I think the next video I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna come up with some kind of like quiz or like random game, and I'm gonna like just go downtown and like start like quizzing people on the street.
I want to go do stuff on the street too. Like once COVID's over, I had plans. I
Yeah.
was gonna go to the freaking Trump rally, out in my furry shit, and start interviewing people. But like, I don't know, COVID was together. Ask them to go through. Like,
Right.
I want to do something like that just because that seems like a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm vaccinated now at least, so like I was thinking it was just like getting a shirt saying I'm vaccinated, so I could like walk up to people and quiz them, but maybe that's not the best thing to do.
Yeah, no, I want to do some videos like that. I love.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna like get a bunch of like ramen packets and like carry around a bag and be like, would you like to answer a question for a quick prize? Just give them fucking ramen packets on the street. or take some Billy on the street shit and be like, we answer a question for $1? And just walk around with a bunch of singles.
I had a plan like that. I wanted to get a sign, but I don't know if I wear my freak.
Right. Right.
And I do like interviews and questions. I want to go on Omegle. I know there's a lot of freaking amazing going on.
Right.
Back and
That's funny. Can you post stuff like from Omegle, like if without people's permission? Yeah.
you can. Yeah, I think it's one of these popular videos.
Right.
Like, a lot of people on Omegle, like you can tell a lot of them are mad or like they're I mean, I think you just screen record it. I don't think there's really a law for it.
Right. Got it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of like people on there doing like playing like guitar or something. Like playing anime songs on Omegle.
Omegle can be a fun. So I've had some. I actually haven't been on Omegle for a while, but
Yeah. Interesting.
So think about so we're in COVID, right? And I'm praying that I can get vaccinated before Anime NYC comes around because somehow they didn't cancel it, but Anime Expo got canceled. I'm wondering if because only seniors in New York State can get vaccinated, like people like over 40 and
I'm pretty sure if you become a DoorDash driver in New York, you can get vaccinated. So a couple of my buddies, they're not like full-time DoorDash, but they do DoorDash and they were allowed to sign up for vaccines.
I still need to get on.
Yeah.
Can any age vaccinate in the United States?
I think in my state, like 16 to like 25 or something like that can register soon. But yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to. Isn't there like another strain of COVID? There's like other COVID vaccines get too, or like.
Well, that's the thing that they're saying is like the vaccine's not getting rolled out fast enough that like these new strains are like coming up and shit. Like, oh god, great. Just what we need.
More straight.
Yeah.
I want to go back to my life, man.
Dude, what are concerts? What are conventions? I don't even know what those are anymore.
What is breathing without a mask?
Right.
I did go to a show last week. I went to a pod show like a few weeks ago, and how it was is there like this like this place called Rawhide. It was a field, and they just had gates. We were able to see the show. But yeah.
Interesting. Was there a lot of people?
Pretty good amount, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. So they just like square like gates 6 feet apart or something.
Yeah.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Not mask required or
In the like to get in. Actually, no. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I had to wear my mask the whole time.
Is the mask mandate's gone in your state, right, Eric?
I think it. I think for certain, they don't require it at the gym. Require it, I think a few other places, but still, they still require it. Places they don't have to have you wear it. They can say you don't have to wear it.
Right.
But businesses can still, if they want you to wear it. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
interesting about Florida being they don't require a mask anywhere anymore.
I don't know. I feel like it's like we're so close to this just being gone. I feel like we should just wait it out, you know? But at the same time, there's a lot of people that are just pissed off for some reason. But it's like I feel like we're at the finish line and then we're just like stopping the race.
I think that's how it was before the second week. We were so close.
Right.
We just leaving, and then people just thought, "Oh,
yeah, I want to see my family for Halloween, for
the
Christmas."
beaches and stuff now, so let's go." And then COVID just shot back up again in 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like we just gotta, slow and steady wins the race.
You guys have anything else to talk about in terms of like?
Yeah, I was gonna say for next week's episode, we need to find like an anime to watch too. I mean, you guys will probably be done with Stone Ocean by then.
Yeah.
So, like, Steel Ball, I mean, I highly recommend you do, but
It'll probably take a while.
yeah, I finished Steel Ball relatively way quicker than I finished. That's just, but,
Have you guys watched Noragami?
I've watched it.
I was gonna say that's a good one that we could watch. I'm reading the manga right now, and I really like it. It's pretty good. It's really pretty anime or manga. You what?
Might have to rewatch it because I don't remember it too much. I just remember that it deals with like a kind of like a god, like a kami, yeah, god. And this what did he do again? I forgot.
It's like, yeah, it's about a god who like he's like a low level god, like nobody knows about him. He's not like worshipped at all, and it's kind of like the whole series is about him kind of like trying to get fame for himself. But I don't know how far the anime goes, but it starts to get pretty badass like later into the series where like there's like a god who starts controlling like these like kind of demon things, and it gets pretty good. But
How far are you into the manga?
I'm on volume 11.
You're deep in.
Yeah, so that'd probably be like the equivalent of like maybe like season 3 or like a late into season 2. I also started watching D Gray Man, which is alright. It's okay.
Watching it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on like episode 20.
Yeah, I forgot how many episodes are in a season.
I think there's like 107 total.
Yes. I'm gonna say that definitely is better. It's a lot.
Yeah, I feel like that's the case for all shonens.
Noah's and D Green Man. I mean, I think it's a cool idea. Those ideas.
Yeah, it's a cool show. It's just it's old, and I don't think the animation really dated that well, like the art style.
It feels like a 2007 yet.
Yeah, 2006 I think it came out. Yeah, it's still going on though. The manga.
Huh?
Yeah,
Where is this on? Is it on Crunchyroll?
it's on. I watched it on Hulu.
Yeah, might be on Netflix.
Yeah, they have all of them on Hulu. I've been watching it subbed because there's one character in the dub that just like his voice it sounds so stupid. It's like I don't know how you Kanada or the one with like the one with the sword with Mugen, the Mugen sword. Dude, he's like this like
him sounding weird.
well, he's like maybe I watched like maybe it was different during this one part. He was like changing his voice or something, but like the one episode I watched dubbed like he's supposed to be like a kid, kind of like a 17-year-old kid, but like the voice actor for him is like this old man with like, or this like 40-year-old guy with like the deepest voice. I'm like, what the fuck? This is not
I
matching
mean,
him.
isn't it like that usually for like swordsmen, like that kind of physique, or
Yeah, I mean, he basically has like a fucking like I don't even know who to compare him to, but he's like this kid. He just has like a 40-year-old. He just talks and he's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Dude, you're not 50."
speaking about being young with like a 40-year-old voice, who do you guys think Jotaro's voice would sound like in Stardust Crusader?
What do you think it sounded like?
Curious about. He's 7.
I don't.
Everything about Jotaro from Stardust Crusaders, he looks like he's 30.
He
Like
does, yeah.
like he's 30. Like
That's the one thing about JoJo's. Is like it's hard to really tell how old these characters are. Like Giovanni was, or was it Giovanni, right? Jota or Jarno.
Jotaro's only
Jarno.
15, I think.
Yeah, he's 15, and like he makes it look like he's like in 20 or 30.
JoJo with the boost of age, man. They don't
Right.
they do not age well enough.
Right. Yeah.
Fucking Joseph's were like 40, 50 in part 3. It looks like he's fucking 60.
Yeah.
All his hair is gray and shit.
Hey, he's had a stressful life.
Yeah, that's true.
Always trying to find the.
At least he kept his gains.
He did. He kept his gangs to the max.
He was kind of slacking in part 4, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, part 4. But I don't. By that time, I think age finally caught up to him.
Right. Dude, so is Sea Moon kind of have like Koichi's stand kind of? Seems like it's the same. Like
Moon is a
three.
very OP stand. This is when we get some like world changing stand abilities that start. I mean, JoJo's always had some to do. This one, like, do you want me to explain what Sea Moon does, or you already know? Sea Moon literally changes the effect of gravity on the whole
Right.
world.
Okay. Oh, on the whole
Like,
world.
It is such a freaking OP stand. Like this is when the JoJo stand like start getting like out of this world, like
Right.
get even more intense and more OP. Like it just can shift like anything. It can change like the laws of gravity and like nature. Like that's when it starts getting more into like space
Mhm.
and everything. Looks like it gets really technical. Like the stands, like especially towards like after chapter 100 on Stone Ocean, the battles get a lot more technical.
Yeah.
Like even more than they already were before.
Yeah, like Underworld, the Underworld stand was pretty fucking crazy.
I wanted to talk about Underworld during this. This stand is fucking great. I feel like it's cool, but like just by the fact that he has to like dig a hole.
Yeah.
I don't really know if I like that factor of the stand. I mean, I feel like they nerfed the stand by having to include that fact. They have to go into the hole.
Yeah.
Stand to work.
Yeah.
Because who the hell is gonna go into a random hole and be like? But I don't know. I feel like Underworld had so much potential. Be like one of the
well, that's what. Yeah, I mean, that's what's kind of cool about JoJo's though. Is like they have like certain people have stands that aren't really like combat stands. You know, like I liked how they started adding like grades like to all the stands. It's like range, staying, like power, distance, everything. It's like it really like that's why they kind of have to form like these groups unless you have like one of the Joestar stands because all of theirs are just so like overpowered. Yeah, but like stuff like Underworld or whatever, it's like the perfect stand to use in like combination with something else. Very specific.
I'm gonna say some stands that like most of them are always like band or musician references. I played a game even with like the newest or the most not as popular JoJo's parts. Like any stand, any ability to find a music, any band for it, you just type it in on YouTube. Like, all the comments are just nothing but JoJo reference. Like when I typed in that Van Halen album, Diver Down, literally every single comment was like, "Yeah, this whole album makes me like going inside someone rearranging their organs," and like every single comment, like every comment was a JoJo's reference.
Yeah. Is Weather Report from anything?
I don't think
so. No.
Yeah. I didn't even know Diver Down was a Van Halen album. Like,
right.
I looked it up, and then I just go to like the page, and it's just the comment section. It's like nothing but JoJo's references. Even the freaking Rest in Peace Van Halen comment still have it at the end, have a JoJo's reference put in there.
Yeah. That's funny.
What do you guys think about Weather Report technically fucking his sister?
Hey, he didn't know, man. He didn't know.
I also, with him being related to Father Mookie, like Mookie, I
that was a twist.
I didn't expect
they do
that.
not look alike. Like they look like they. I didn't know they're twins too. Like
yeah,
they're twins. Like one is black, one is white.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think he's a dark skinned Italian, or I think he just. I don't know. That's always a question. I was like, what race? Like,
right.
Yeah, I remember. Because when you're the private investigator, because I was reading this, I was like, oh.
Yeah, that shocked me too.
Yes. So the private investigator was like, oh, he's white, but his father's black.
Right.
And like, oh, so that's why Father Pucci is black. Their father is black, but no, when you have a black father and a white mother, they don't look that different.
Right.
Even at least when they're twins.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be twins, but it also said he called them his younger brother at one point.
Maybe one came out before the other.
Right, but still, like you would have the same father.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird, man.
For you.
But right, I didn't expect that whole like KKK scene. That was pretty shocking as well.
Yeah, that was you.
I was like, what the fuck is this coming from? What the hell? Damn, Weather Report.
That's JoJo's job to shock you.
Yeah.
I'm honestly excited for these. But yeah, I binged a lot today. Like I didn't expect to read so much today. It was definitely worth it. And I took a sneak peek to see how long Weather Report was. I mean, rather, what is this part called?
Heavy Weather.
Heavy Weather, yeah, Heavy Weather. This part is long as fuck.
Yeah, it's like 10 chapters. Like 10 parts of it. Yeah.
It's the longest part in all of this, in this whole JoJo part.
Yeah.
Like, I hope it's worth it, man. I hope it's good throughout the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the whole snail thing's kind of weird.
That is.
Yeah. I gotta find out why it's with the snails. What relevance do the snails have to do with the weather?
Oh.
It's fucking. When I first saw what it did, for example, with what's her name with the kiss thing.
Hermes.
Yeah, Hermes. You know, when I saw her arm just fucking deteriorate. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And they don't hold back on the gore and the weird looking limbs.
Right. That's something I've always wondered about JoJo's. Is like you'll have these fights and like people get like so maimed and like fucked up, and then it's like the next scene they're just like fine.
Yeah, they take a lot of damage. They take these ridiculously realistic injuries, and then they just somehow get good the next they break bones or just these insane injuries.
Right. Yeah, you'll have somebody get just oorad in the face, and they're just like, oh, there's the Jets.
fast. Just got ready to watch the anime. I just might pick the manga just to get like, have something to read.
Pick manga up for what?
For Noragami.
Yeah, the manga is really good. I'm really enjoying it, and it's honestly more of a slice of life than I think than it's shonen in my opinion.
I wouldn't even call it a shonen, honestly.
Right, like I don't really know what to call it.
Like supernatural.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of it.
Supernatural slice of life. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start watching that one. Maybe pick up the manga after I'm done with the anime. But yeah, I guess I gotta get going. So
yeah.
All right.
Any last words?
No, it's good for me.
No.
Good. Awesome.
So,
all right.
Peace out, boys.
Oh yeah.
Catch you all next week.
Catch you next week. Same day, same time, or
let me see. Oh shit! Wait, actually, I should be able. I see what my works. I'll have to keep my work schedule updated because I work this whole weekend and then like I get next weekend off, and I think maybe the day before. Maybe I'll have to see what's up. I'll let you know.
Keep us updated. Cool. You too, Connor, because I know your schedule's very floppy.
Yeah, mine's changes a lot.
Okay.
All right. See you guys.